Hello and welcome back to Wolfville. Here we have the under-19 Atlantic women versus the under-19 British Columbia women. Atlantic team off to a strong start. And a quick turnover by the British Columbia team. Quick tap, crash up the middle. British Columbia player, quick recycle. British Columbia fly half to the inside center, quick crash ball. Atlantic team is holding on defense. And a penalty been awarded to BC, looking to go quick. Quick tap by the fly half, challenging the BC line.
Big tackle there from number 4, Sahara McLean.
Yes, great.
And a penalty one for the Atlantic Selects. Turnover ball. They decide to go quick. Huge run up here from, I believe that's number 7, Sam Reed. Going quickly again is the Atlantic Selects as they run it straight up the middle. It's the number 8, Penelope Anderson, with a huge run up the middle. Drop ball recovered here from the BC Bears. Going right with a big run is number 1, Alexis Dobson. Big run halted here from Fiona Day. It's a huge stiff arm and a big run from BC's number 15, Gwen King. As BC look to move it up the field again.
Big tackle by the Atlantic player. BC continuing to challenge.
This looks promising here.
Good.
It is recovered by the Atlantic team.
Atlantic team will be looking to exit here.
I didn't see it.
As they recover the ball, look for a secure ruck here. And it's dropped.
Spilled. Be frustrating for sure for an Atlantic team.
We have a scrum down in favor of the Atlantic Selects here as they look to relieve pressure in their own 5-meter.
I believe this is the first scrum of the match.
Yes, indeed. It's called for an early engage as they look to reset.
BC certainly will be looking to attack from this platform, being so close to the end zone.
A big push from BC. And the kick doesn't exit the 22 and bounces to 15. She goes on a hard run straight through the middle. Ball bobbled there, and BC recovers. Going quickly is number 13. we look to have another scrum here for the Atlantic Selects, this time just before their 40-meter line.
Selects were certainly lucky to exit their end zone.
As they look to be in a much more comfortable position here to attack.
Certainly. BC unable to catch the kick, and therefore, here we are.
Big hit, and the Selects look to go quick to their 10. An attacking run up the middle. This looks promising. And ball bobbled forward there.
Lucky.
Looks to be a scrum down for BC around the 40-meter line of the Atlantic Select zone.
Caitlin Blair, unfortunately, looking to go quick. The Atlantic scrum half, and just bobbled that ball. She'll be upset, disappointed with that, no doubt. Oh, excuse me, Hannah McGregor. Hannah McGregor is the Atlantic Selects scrum half, who would be disappointed with dropping that ball.
Huge push here from the BC scrum as they look to reset. Big push here from BC's scrum. Selects look to go quickly left. That's 15, Rowan Gallagher. As it's recovered and they look to go quick, that's Rowan Gallagher again. Promising attack here from the Selects as they look to go quickly and apply that hard pressure towards BC as they creep into their half. And that's number 8, Penelope Anderson, going quick as she offloads to number 7, Sam Reed. Big tackle here. And that is the first try of the match for the Atlantic Selects. It's coming from, I believe, number 7, Sam Reed. After a promising few pick and goes deep into the BC zone, they caught him off guard, applied that constant pressure, and it paid off.
Yeah, certainly the Atlantic team have been in their half probably more than they would want, but that was a really nice sequence of play offensively, and they put BC under a lot of pressure, and they've
Number 10, Macy Kitt, will look to restart here for BC and apply some pressure here to the Selects. Hopefully look to shift the momentum back their way. Short kick here. And it is recovered by number 1, Callie Jones. We're seeing these quick pick and goes from the Atlantic Selects over and over again.
yeah.
And it looks to be paying off as BC is called for falling on the ruck. They look to go quickly again here. That is Callie Jones again. Ray Penelope Anderson with a huge run again. Big go-ahead run from number 12, Fiona Day. And Anderson looks again to carry that ball. She's had many carries so far.
She certainly is providing a lot of go forward for that Atlantic team.
And that's Jones again with a Bosch going straight through.
Great run. She's really testing this BC defense.
The selects look to go wide here. Unfortunately, that is bobbled forward on the offload. And it will be BC scrum here.
Another promising sequence by the Atlantic team, unfortunately ended prematurely from a knock-on.
Looks like that scrum is called for a pre-engage yet again. Big push from the selects. The Bears look to get it out. That's 10 to number...
Well met in the midfield by Atlantic 12.
Fiona Day again with a big play.
Atlantic defense up fast.
And this is some hard pressure that the selects are applying here towards BC. Hopefully they'll look to force a mistake, and it looks like they do.
There we go. Atlantic ball looking to attack.
It's Callie Jones again with another big run. And we'll go back for the advantage here. Atlantic select scrum. And that earlier knock on from BC.
Atlantic team certainly looking to get the ball out quick from all breakdowns. Just unfortunate with handling errors. Haven't quite stuck yet, but
that looks to be number 2, Adelaide Oldfield, down with what appears to be a shoulder injury. Coming on for her is number 16, Molly McClellan.
strong scrum by the Atlantic team. Ball's out.
Looping play, unfortunately knocked forward. Looked like a promising attack, but unfortunately that is those handling errors that you mentioned earlier on. And that will lead us to our first water break.
Current score is Atlantic Rock 5, BC Bears 0. Where are you from?
And that leads us to the end of our first water break.
Got a scrum down. BC put in. BC will be looking to improve on that first 20 minutes of the game.
Some big pressure here from the Selects as they look to force a mistake from BC off their scrum.
Strong scrum.
It's a huge drive there from the Selects.
Oh, great defense by the Select winger.
Despite that big run from number 15, Gwen King.
Strong tackle by the Atlantic winger. Number 14, Jenna Spence.
That's number 1, Alexis Dobson, with a big run up the middle. As BC look to carry this momentum out of their half on a good looping play here. And the ball is bobbled. Advantage to the Bears.
Another big tackle by the Atlantic, number 8, Penelope Anderson.
BC looks to move this out wide, but they're met with pressure from the Selects, as that is number 5, Megan Bentz, with a huge tackle.
Another strong tackle behind the gain line.
And we'll go back for advantage to BC, I believe.
Atlantic team will be looking to keep up that defensive line. Quite strong up against the BC, creating a lot of mistakes.
And a big push here from those Selects.
Oh, yeah.
And they win that scrum penalty and look to go quick here with number 8, Penelope Anderson, with a huge striking run up the middle.
Big run.
And another one
Gotta
ruck.
get this out. They have to get this out. Oh.
And another penalty yet for not rolling away.
Atlantic
And the number
team
10 looks to go quickly.
Gonna go quick.
And they'll look to pick and go again as they scored their first try that way. And they look to go wide.
Oh, it's a great
Great
line.
tip ball. And that's a pick.
Try.
And the score from number 3, Madison Gillis, bringing the score to 10-0 for the Atlantic Selects. These pick and goes look to be applying a constant pressure to BC's team, and so far it looks like we've had not many answers.
Yeah, that's exactly it. That Atlantic team continues to attack the fringes of the breakdown, and BC hasn't had an answer, and the Atlantic team has been rewarded for their hard work.
I mean, why fix it if it ain't broken, hey?
That's right. I agree 100%. For the audience, you've got 2 forwards here on commentary who are have no issue watching pick and goes all game. Atlantic number 10, Charlotte Hilton, lining up her conversion kick from Halifax, Nova Scotia. Young rising star. Great strike. And it's over.
That is their captain as well, leading her team to a 12-0 lead.
Great kick by Charlotte Hilton for the extra 2-point conversion.
And the Selects look to keep up this constant pressure. And maybe build this score up. BC with the short kick. That's number 3. Try scorer, Madison Gillis.
Well
Carrying
taken.
into contact. And that ball is bobbled there by the Selects, but they recover. They look to play it wide to, I believe that is number 4, Sahara McLean.
Another pick and go around that fringe.
The Atlantic Selects look to be favoring that on their offense very much. And it has been working for them. It's a big run here, again from, I believe, number 7, Sam Reed.
Charlotte Hilton challenging the line.
Breaks one tackle, and she is brought down.
Oh,
That is
quick intercept.
intercepted by number 12, Emily Brett.
BC looking to apply some pressure inside the Atlantic half.
BC with a pick left around the referee. Smart play here. And it's recovered by the Selects in that ruck.
Great turnover inside their own half.
And that's number 4 again, Sahara McLean, with the pass this time to number 13. Ava Shearer with a big run on the outside, and Hannah McGregor looks to take it off the back of the ruck. And that is McLean again with another pick. That looks to be her 3rd carry in the past 30 seconds. She is scrappy. Penalty here to the Select for offside. And that's number 10, Charlotte Hilton, with a big run on the outside.
She's gonna go. She's gonna go.
And it looks like she has
Try.
just scored the 3rd try of the match, bringing the score to 17-0 Atlantic Select. Some huge pressure here from them, as their offense looks to be unstoppable at this point.
Real heads-up play by Charlotte Hilton, taking that quick tap and running straight at the BC defense, who was not ready.
And it will be number 11, Allison LeBlanc, taking this kick on pretty well the sideline.
It's a tough kick for any kicker.
And it is kicked wide. The score is staying at 17-0 for the Selects. The Selects seem to have a bountiful amount of supporters here today, despite this incoming weather, as it's just started raining, and that could very well change the conditions of this game, making the ball more slippery. And a real test here for both teams to see if they can keep playing this expansive style of play, or if they will have to tighten it up like the Selects have been doing. It's kicked short again, and it does not go 10. We will have a scrum down at center field for the Atlantic Selects.
Unfortunately, these mistakes starting to compound for the BC team, and they just can't seem to get any momentum going.
big push here from the selects. As Penelope Anderson with a big pick off the back, but the ball is bobbled sideways, and the Bears look to have possession, but it is called back for that knock-on.
As my co-host noted, it has just begun to rain lightly, however, but it will play a factor, no doubt, in how these players handle the ball. Oh, big pressure from the Atlantic team. Another mistake.
Bobbled forward for another scrum to the Atlantic Selects, this time much deeper into their zone of the BC Bears.
The Atlantic team is applying a lot of pressure right now, which is causing that BC backline to probably make some uncharacteristic mistakes, honestly. Certainly not what we're used to seeing from a team like this.
It's Hedda McGregor to Charlotte Hilton.
Strong
To
carry.
number 12, Fiona Day for a big carry and a quick ruck, but the ball pops out. And BC have the ball here on their own 22. So they look to be rushing the ball. But number 8, McKenna Handy with a big run. So hopefully get BC on the front foot, but it is intercepted. But it is brought back for the earlier knock-on. Great heads-up play there from number 3, Madison Gillis, but unfortunately unable to capitalize as BC was on an advantage. BC scrum getting tested yet again by the selects. It is kicked to number 15, Gwen King, yet again brought out to the wing as she cuts inside, but this Atlantic pressure is still just too much to get out of their zone. BC exits, and it is straight out at the 22. Atlantic selects line out.
Certainly a good result for them after playing some hard defense. And now they were awarded with the set piece play.
Great line out here from the selects, as kicked out wide here for number 4, Sahara McLean, but the ball is bobbled forward and BC have the advantage now. The selects, I believe, are called for side entry into the ruck.
BC took a quick tap on the front foot.
That's number 6, Sophia Julian, with a big run up the middle. There we go. And that ball is bobbled forward, advantage selects. After the big tackle from number, I believe that was number 1, Kelly Jones. And we're brought back for the scrum to the selects. And that will bring us to halftime. Score 17 to the selects and 0 to BC.
And welcome back to Maritime Athletic Profiles. I'm here with Piper with the BC Bears. And Piper, I'm just curious, how has your preparation for this round robin differed from other tournaments that you've been playing?
This tournament has been very different for me because we know specifically some of the players on each team because we play with them against at higher levels like Ken West, Ken East. So it's the preparation has been specifically like watching those players that we know are very strong. So it's like, oh, watch out for this 10, watch out for this prop, because like I come into other tournaments, we don't really know, we're just blindly going in, but this tournament we are studying like each team and what we gotta like adjust.
Okay, so you're actually taking note of
Yes.
the plays made and everything. And how do you handle the physical and mental demands of playing multiple matches in one week?
Staying out of the sun, especially here because it's very, very warm, and lots of downtime too, and staying together as a team, like not just like going and hiding in your rooms. We do a lot of team bonding. Our team has especially been like just playing cards in like the games and stuff, and just kind of taking your mind off of the game, but also staying together as a team to be bonded. Okay,
so I guess that kind of leads into the next question, like how do you guys stay motivated and focused throughout such a demanding week? And I guess it would come down to a lot of that.
We have done some like video sessions with our team and our coaches to jot notes on like our past games and our up next games to get ourselves like mentally clicked in, and then we can go and study that by ourselves once we're back at our dorms. And sorry, what was the question again?
Oh, sorry. Basically, how does your team stay motivated and focused in such a demanding schedule, like the whole week? And how do you guys stay together and focused on acting as a team, as a functioning as one?
We have been like asked by our coaches to watch the games of our opposing teams, but like just we watched this team play against, I think it was Ontario, just to jot some notes, and but that's not very physical demanding. We didn't walk down here to watch it. We just watched on our iPads and we just studied. So we're clicked in, but we're also resting.
Okay. And what adjustments maybe has your coaching staff made based on your team's performance so far?
We have done some adjusting on like physically or specifically defense. Working on our defense, we've done more like classroom sessions we've done where we can see it on the boards and stuff instead of just like blabbing in our ears in one ear and out the other. We can actually jot it down, and that's helped us, I think, quite a bit.
Okay, and I'm just curious, I've been asking all the players just because everybody's from out of town, and I'm just curious, do you find the weather here affects your game play compared to where you're used to playing?
Well, we're on the other coast, so we're still on the ocean, so we're kind of used to like the humid and like damp air, but it is definitely like affecting a play, obviously. Very, very hot, but it's not as bad because we're on the ocean too. Well, most of our players are on the ocean from the island, but we're very, very used to this.
Okay, perfect, Piper. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Good luck in the game. And welcome back to Maritime Athletic Profiles. I'm here with Jesse with the Atlantic Selects. And Jesse, I'm just curious, how is your preparation for this round robin event different from other tournaments you've played?
So this tournament has been different with the Atlantic Selects. Since we're a combination of 4 different provinces, we came together a little bit earlier than everyone else for this tournament, and so we've been here since last Tuesday training, and that preparation has been a lot different than some other teams. We've been together a lot more and a lot before the other teams, and competing against each other and really trying to do our best out here for this tournament.
Okay. And what are some key strategies that your team are focusing on for this event? Some
key strategies for this tournament is we're trying to equally use our forwards and our backs, I feel like. We know that we have strengths in both sides of the game and the players, and so we're trying to strategize and use our players best to win our games.
Perfect. Okay, and what specific aspects of your game are you looking to improve during this round robin?
I think that's something that we're really improving, trying to improve. Is me as a forward, I guess, is we're really trying to break those lines and get low in contact and really just drive the defense back. It's really important for that, just to give room for the back. So trying to work together to get those tries in.
Okay, and how does your team stay motivated?
These players with their handling skills.
Big kick. Brought down well by BC. So look for a driving run, and it pops out of contact
Looking to counter here.
to number 24, Alana Maybe, with a huge run. And again, we see the selects on the front foot here, deep in BC zone. And that is turned over by BC. It's brought down again. As the selects have the ball again. But with that wet ball, it looks like we're starting to get some trouble. And that's 13. Ava Shearer with another big run. It's number 10, Charlotte Hilton, with a big run in behind BC's defense. And number 8, Penelope Anderson with another pick and go. Looks to be number 1, Kelly Jones, looking to drive in for a try. And that is a try indeed. Number 1, Kelly Jones with a big pick and go. That brings us to 22-0 for the Selects, as they've started the second half off with some heavy momentum.
Atlantic team going back to what's been working for them all game. That's pick and go, pick and go, pick and go. Really testing that post defense of BC, and so far coming out on top.
The rain doesn't seem to be a bother, as they've just kept these pick and goes going. Not much to adjust off of a pretty tightly played game. Here we have number 10, Charlotte Hilton, looking for the conversion. And she slots it, making it 24-0 for the Selects.
A successful conversion by number 10, Charlotte Hilton, bringing the Atlantic Selects up to 24-0 for BC.
Atlantic team firmly in control of this match.
The Selects recover, although a little slip. Seems to be no bother for number 5, Megan Bentz. But the ball is stripped. BC looks to get it out wide to number 21, Jamie Dixon, with a promising run, but that wet ball looks to be a factor here in the second half. And we have an Atlantic scrum here, as the ball was knocked on by the Bears before it went out of bounds. There looks to be no shortage of scrums so far in this game.
No, definitely not, especially with this wet weather. We're bound to see a lot more.
And a huge drive here from
Huge
BC
drive.
as that ball has popped out the back of their scrum. Number 8 looks to take it, but great pressure from Sam Reed. And the Bears look to bring it wide. And it is caught by number 11, Chloe Bong, on the wing. And that's Emily Brett with a big run, but she is halted by, that looks to be number 12, Fiona Day. Ball is fumbled forward by BC, leading to yet another Atlantic Select scrum.
Here we've got an Atlantic feed in this scrum, looking to keep their dominance up.
The Bears looking to repeat on their last scrum where they turned the ball over through a very strong push. And they do so, but Penelope Anderson recovers off the back of that scrum with another big run up the middle.
Atlantic team looking to go quick here.
This attack again looking promising. And that is number 13 streaking down the wing for yet another Atlantic Select try. And that would be number 13, Ava Shearer. Score stands now at 29-0 in favor of the Atlantic Selects.
What a run. Gets the ball in the midfield. Hands off one player, hands off another. Quick right foot step onto the inside. Try time. Beautiful, beautiful run by Ava Shearer. Conversion attempt here, and it is good.
Successful conversion from number 11, Allison LeBlanc, as that brings the score to 31-0 for the Atlantic Selects. Kickoff here from BC, and it falls straight to number 5. That's Megan Bentz with another big run. That's an advantage to the Selects, look to be knocked on in the ruck by the Bears. The tip line to number 17, Breelyn Morant.
Unlucky.
Ball knocked on by the Selects. Bringing it back for a BC scrum. BC hoping to create something off of this scrum at midfield. Looking to maybe get some points on the board here. That's a looping play, and it is knocked forward by number 14. Paige Horsfall.
Yeah, you can see the frustration in her body language. Certainly, wet weather is proving to be a real challenge for these players.
And rightfully so. It looks to have came out of nowhere, as we've had a beautiful day here for all other games. Just catching the last game of the day with some looks to be an incoming storm. Big push again from BC, and number 8 Penelope Anderson looking to take it forwards, but she is brought down by number 27 Elizabeth Marshall. And that's number 19 Isosa Eweka with a huge run. The ball is bobbled forward by the selects for a BC scrum. Play looks to be hanging around this same area on the field for the past few minutes, the weather being a notable factor.
Certainly, yeah, things have slowed down after quite a fast-paced first half. We've certainly kind of ground more into a slower paced game here, as this weather plays more of a factor. Another scrum, BC feed.
And a big push from the select this time. And a huge hit from Sam Reed again. Unfortunately, the ball bobbled forward there by BC. Atlantic scrum deeper into the attacking zone.
The Atlantic defense is really, really putting a lot of pressure on this BC team. And so far, they haven't really had an answer for it today.
Strong scrum here from the selects as it's put wide to number 10 Charlotte Hilton and then passed to Ava Shearer. And the selects looking to bring it wide again. Let's Reed to Hilton again. Oh, but it is my mistake. That was number 20 Shauna Galloway. Unfortunately bobbled forward in contact. Will lead to a BC scrum on their 22.
Couple substitutions coming on for the Atlantic team as they look to bring in their bench players for the final stretch of this game.
Bring on some fresh feet, looking to keep this momentum going.
That's right. I believe Sophia Atkins, number 22, has been taken her place at inside center, and it looks to me
Number 23, Brooklyn McCormick.
Brooklyn McCormick in at fullback. That's right.
BC brings it out the back of that scrum to one of their stronger carriers this game, number 12, Emily Brett. The ball is cleared there to number 13, again Ava Shearer with another big run up the sideline.
Atlantic team looking to go quick here.
Ball dropped, but it is backwards. The
Play
selects
on.
still have the ball.
Play on.
Callie Day with a big run here. Sorry, Callie Jones. But unfortunately, it is dropped forward, and we have another BC scrum.
Atlantic team will be more than happy to continue to play in the BC end. Certainly benefits them territory-wise. And with the score that they have now, it's in their best interests.
Going into the last water break of the game, about 15 to go here. Let's see what BC has in store. Hopefully and that brings us to the end of our final water break.
Atlantic team looking to keep the pressure on BC, keep them inside their own half, and continue to build on this scoreline.
BC bringing in some substitutions to hopefully make an impact here towards the tail end of the game. What I can see looks to be number 24, Vela Baravian at center. BC Bears scrum, deep in their own zone. They look to relieve some pressure here with an attacking run yet again from number 12, Emily Brett. And that's number 17, Ava Perkins, with a cut inside. Leaving kick falls to number 23, Brooklyn McCormick. Number 19, Isosa Iweka, with another big run. The middle. Big tackle from number 20, Kieran Healy. The selects look to not be letting up. They get deeper into the zone. The ball is picked left down the sideline. And another pick here from the selects, but a big tackle from BC to keep them out. Another pick down the left side of the ruck leads to yet another Atlantic Select score off the pick and go. That is Callie Jones with, I believe, her second of the match. Has been a dominant player in that scrum and in that open field play. Many big runs, and her second try of the match. Score standing now at 36-0 for the Selects.
Certainly that Atlantic pack is really starting to exert their dominance. Not that they haven't all game, but we're really starting to see them wear this BC team down, and they stick with their trademark pick and go, and why not?
LeBlanc here with another attempt at a sideline kick. Falls just short. Score staying at 36-0 for the Selects. Select holding a dominant lead over the BC team here as they look to kick off. Kick falls right to number 7, Sam Reed. Another big carry from Selects here. They look to keep running their pick and goes. They allow their backs to set up for a play. Ball is bobbled there, but it comes out to Hilton, who has been leading this backs attack for the Selects all game. Strong counter ruck from 24, Bella Baravian, but the Selects pressure here, not leaving much room to operate for the BC team. Some good passing here from BC, but the Selects defense yet again forces them behind the gain line. And that constant defensive pressure leads to a bobbled ball and another Select scrum.
Certainly a frustrating aspect of the game. Looking to pick that ball up quick, continue to play. And unfortunately, the BC player, a slight knock on and turnover possession. Atlantic ball.
While things may not be going BC's way this game, their scrum certainly is nothing to gawk at. It has been dominant right from the beginning. Another big carry here from Eweka. The Selects on the front foot again. That is Jones with a bump off and another huge carry up the middle as they look to beat BC's fold here around the corner. That is 22, but the offload is straight to a BC player. This counter ruck, though, looks to be promising, and that is a 1 penalty from number 24,
Selects going quick.
Maybe. Selects with a nice tip ball straight through. Yet again breaking BC's line. And that's Jones going on again, looking for that hat trick. Will we see it here? We won't, but some big gain line here. Selects look to have recovered that ball. That's another big run by the Selects as they look to keep the pick and goes going. But it is recovered by BC. Brought back, though, for what looks to be a second movement. Yet they are on defense. BC's defense not relenting here. They seem to have no give up here at all. And that is their penalty again for playing the ball in the ruck.
BC going quick.
Huge tackle from Allison LeBlanc here. It's a big tackle again from Iweka. And the ball bobbled forward by number 17, Ava Perkins. Unfortunately, BC's momentum was halted again by the selects. And that's number 15, Rowan Gallagher, with a big carry through. Ball recovered here again from the selects. And play is blown down here for a knock on by the selects.
It's been tough half for BC. They certainly haven't been able to get out of their half really much at all. An Atlantic team continuing to put on that pressure, keep them down here in their own end.
Yes, indeed, it has been a dominant game from the selects, and like you said, they haven't really left the BC half since halftime. The look to exit is deflected out of bounds off of an Atlantic player, but this pressure continues as BC are still within their own 22. BC retains the ball despite a strong contest from selects.
Strong line speed.
Big
by
run
the
here
Atlantic
from
team.
Aravian number 24, but is halted by number 13, Ava Shearer. She has been a presence this game, for sure, at outside center. Scrum down here for the selects on the initial knock-on as they look to potentially build onto this already large score.
Yeah, certainly. Ava Shearer has been a force both offensively and defensively all game for this Atlantic team.
To see this strong BC scrum again, forcing the selects back. But number 10, Hilton, with a strong run up the middle. Not very often you see a 10 choosing to run those strike lines, but
Quick ball.
she's had no shortage of them this game. That is Oweka with a huge run down the left side again. And a penalty for the selects on the 5-meter line for offsides. Knock on by the selects on the try line leads to a BC scrum at the far 5-meter. Exit again deflected on the huge chase from the selects. But it is called back on that run. Well, selects penalty here for offsides. So it was called back. And the selects opt for a scrum.
Select team more than happy to just bleed this clock out and take the victory. Certainly not over yet, but this BC team certainly having a hard time exiting their own half.
Brought to number 10 Hilton, but a little trip leads to a pass. Put out wide. And that is Shearer looking to pass it to 23. Brooklyn McCormick. It's 24. Alana Maybe with a big carry forwards as a scrum half. Let's drop it backwards. And that is a big tackle from number 11, Chloe Bong, to bring the selects out of bounds and give her team the line out. This time further up their half.
BC team slowly working their way out, inching their way up the field.
Fortunately, maybe too little too late here, as we look to have about 3 minutes left in this game. This is recovered by BC. They look to bring it wide, but stopped again by Shearer, who has been relentless. Pass to number 18, Caitlin Pierce, and brought forward by number 17, Ava Perkins. The tip option, but it is called back. And that brings us to the end of an action-packed game. Final score being 36-0 for the Selects over BC.
Thank you, everybody who watched.
Welcome back, everyone. Another action-filled game with the Atlantic Select and the BC Bears ending in a 36-0 with the Atlantic Selects winning. Right now, I have with me the MVP. What's your name, please?
My name's Callie Jones.
Hi, Kali. That was a very intense game, and you scored a lot of goals for your team. What was going through your head during the match?
Don't drop the ball.
What areas, like in the game, do you think your team could improve on for like future matches?
We definitely could improve on our offense, just passing that ball along and getting our hands ready. It was a really wet game, so we'll definitely improve on that. But like just keeping our hands and our depth, and I think we improved a lot from the last game to now.
So what's next for the team for the week?
We're gonna play, I think, Alberta next, and we got lots of practicing to do, and we're just gonna do our thing. We're gonna do our thing. Yeah.
Do you want to shout out to someone back home? Do you have someone you want to shout out to?
Can I do 2 people?
Yeah. You can do as many as you want. Shout out to everyone.
Shout out to my mom
Yeah.
because she's the best, and shout out to my girlfriend because it's our 2nd-year anniversary today.
Yay, mom. Shout out and good game. Congratulations.
Thank
That
you.
was awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm with the MVP of the BC Bears. Could you tell us your name?
Emily Brett.
Hi, Emily. So what's your opinion about today's game in general?
It was a bit rough.
Yeah.
It was a bit rough. I think we totally could work on like our first person set at the Rocks because they took advantage of that, and that's how they got a lot of their tries, just smashing through. That was but it was okay. Hard, lots of hard work. So
Can you tell me about some individual goals you had like leading up to this moment?
I want to get some big runs in, and I want to get like shoulder on. I want to get grubber in because I tried that last game. I don't know if anyone watched that. It hit them, and I was like, shoot. But yeah, I want to get that in. Kind of worked. So
So what's next for the team after this?
probably gonna go back to work, figure this out, figure out our defensive work, get our
Yep.
shoulders on in contact. Yeah. So.
Do you have someone you want to shout out to back home?
I got 2. I want to
Yeah.
shout out my dad. I love him. And 2, Jake Teal. Thank you for getting me here. And yeah. So.
Well, thank you and hi, Dad. And that was a very good game.
Thank you.
Thank you for the fun.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. And till Saturday, this is the U19 Rugby National with Maritime Athletic Profile. And I guess we'll see you this weekend for more action-filled games.